Leader Miller Moss comes out, 14 of 23, 150 yards and a touchdown. He starts in the shotgun with Woody Marks to his right. 2 receivers that way, 1 left is Kyron Hudson. 1st and 10 USC from its own 25-yard line, tied at 23 with 10:50 to play, 4th quarter. Moss takes the snap, play action, rolls to his right, floats it back left sideline. Woody Marks receives it outside the numbers of the 20, jets his way past the 25, gallops past the 30, and gets bumped out of bounds just across the 35-yard line by Jalen Reed. He goes down at the 36. It's good for a 1st and 10 USC.
Lincoln Riley preying on the aggressiveness on the edge for Penn State and setting up another screen to Woody Marks, who this season has been the best USC receiver after the catch.
51 straight games with a reception for Woody Marks. That's the longest streak in the nation. He lines up on the right hip of Moss in the gun on 1st and 10 USC from its own 36. Twins left, 1 receiver right is Jacoby Lane. Moss bent over at the waist, left foot in front of his right. Claps, takes a belt-high snap, hands it to Marks, runs it left, finds some room outside the left hash, scampers forward to the 40-yard line, dragged down at the 42 by Dennis Sutton, who chops off Woody Marks' legs, tumbles him to the ground. It's a pickup of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 from the 42.
Great play there by Dennis Sutton. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's a huge gain for Marks through a big hole.
Same formation, Twins left, 1 to the right is Jacoby Lane. Running back Marks off the right hip of Moss in the gun. 2nd and 4, Moss takes the snap, hands it to Marks. Bounces past the tackler along the left hash of the 45, cruises close to midfield, gets dragged down right past midfield at the Penn State 49 by Jalen Reed. The run's good enough for another USC 1st down.
They've gone screen to Marks, sweep run to Marks, that time a counter, trying the misdirection, making sure that the defensive line for Penn State, which is so good, can't get north and south.
15 carries, 98 yards for Marks today. 9:09 to play, 4th quarter, as the clock continues to tick. USC and Penn State tied at 23. 1st and 10 Trojans from the Penn State 49. Twins either side, Moss in the gun. Marks off his left hip. Moss takes the snap, pitches it out to Marks, has it outside the left hash of the 50, cuts inside left hash at the 45, dances way along that hash mark, past the 40-yard line, down to the 38-yard line. 2nd consecutive 1st down run for Woody Marks. And it's a 1st and 10 Trojans from the 38-yard line.
And now Woody Marks has set a career high for rushing yards in a single season. He set it last year, 573 yards, needed 106 today, and on that run he got to 109.
An AFC scout called Marks one of the fastest running backs in the country, and he's showcasing it today as well as this season. 1st and 10 USC from Penn State's 38. Trips left, 1 receiver right is Robinson. Moss takes the shotgun snap, hands to Joyner, who runs his way left, bounces it outside the left hash, gets close to the 35-yard line. He crosses it and gets toppled down at the 34. Dennis Sutton makes another tackle, his 2nd on the drive. And a 4 for Joyner brings up 2nd and 6 USC from the 34. Under 8 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. USC and Penn State tied at 23. Trojans trying to drive and find the end zone and take down a team ranked 5th or better for the first time since 2016 when USC beat Penn State in the Rose Bowl. Moss in the shotgun has Joyner off his left hip. 2 receivers left, Makai Lemon in the slot, Deuce Robinson on the outside. 1 receiver right is Kyle Ford. Moss now empties the backfield. 3 on the play clock. 2nd and 6 from the 34. Moss gets the snap. Heaves it down the right sideline. Ford readjusts and it falls incomplete along the right sideline at the 20. It was Jalen Kimber in coverage. A nearly perfect ball to Kyle Ford, but it falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 6 USC. Penn State's 34.
That time Ford got the separation and Moss tried to put it on his back shoulder. He was maybe a little bit too shallow of a throw.
Maybe the biggest play of the ball game for either side. USC 23, Penn State 23. 7:20 to play, 4th quarter. USC's got 3rd and 6 from Penn State's 34. Moss in the gun, empty backfield. Twins right, 2 receivers left. Moss takes the snap, feels pressure, steps in the pocket, floats it down the left sideline. Deuce Robinson secures it helmet high outside the left numbers of the 10. All the way down to the 9. USC's got 1st and goal. The 6'6 Robinson leaps over Elliott Washington. The 5'11 corner out of Venice, Florida. And Robinson's got his biggest reception of the afternoon.
That time pressure, Moss stepped up and he floated it over the rainbow for a leaping Robinson.
1st and goal USC for the 9. Robinson exits the game. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right is Lane. Moss takes the snap, gives to Marks, runs in between the hashes, puts his shoulder pad into the defender as he crosses the 5-yard line and gets dragged down right there by Zakee Wheatley. Gain of 4 on first down, brings up 2nd and goal from the 5. 6.5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. USC trying to take a touchdown lead over Penn State. Both teams knotted up at 23. No urgency from USC. Moss stands comfortably back at Penn State's 11 in the shotgun. He's got Woody Marks to his right hip, trips to the right side, 1 receiver left, and Kyron Hudson. Moss claps, takes the snap, looks Hudson's way, on a slant, touchdown USC! Kyron Hudson's first touchdown of the season, and it could not come at a better time. USC 29, Penn State 23, 5:56 to play in the fourth quarter.